Hi, I'm Leslie. I'm the fitness manager at Fitness and Vine Retreat, and today I'm going to show you a 4 exercise progression to help strengthen our legs and our hips. When beginning an exercise program, there are 4 basic exercises that you can incorporate into a routine in your home at a very entry level to start to hit all the major muscle groups of our legs. So I'm going to refer back to one of our videos, the functional squat video. So if you have questions about the squat, look at that video for reference on specifically how to do that exercise. The other one that you might want to look at is our core video, because I'm going to talk about engaging our core. Okay? The first thing you need at home is either a chair or a countertop. Those 2 surfaces just to provide us with some support and some stability. So we want to be able to hold on or touch for balance as we go through these exercises. As you get more confident and comfortable with the exercises that are going to be performed, you can do them without an assisted device, without something to make sure that you're keeping in good form. But let's begin here. So the first thing you want to do is stand up tall. You also want to have your feet about shoulder width apart. Touching for balance, we're going to isolate our calves. We're going to work on our calves and on our posture as a whole. You're going to go up onto your toes, hold for a count of 2, and then go back to the floor. When you start doing this, it is possible that you'll only be able to get your heels off the ground a ½ inch, and that is a fine place to start. Even a small range of motion is better than nothing. This will help you be able to walk more efficiently and feel better as you go up and down stairs, curbs, and just being mobile in general. So again, we're going up onto our toes, we're holding for a count of 2, we're going back to the floor in a controlled motion. Again, core is tight, posture is tall. As you progress through this exercise, you can move the foot more to center, lift a leg, and do this as a single leg exercise. This requires more balance and it requires more strength. So make sure that you're settled in and feel good about doing the 2-legged version first. From here, we can go into our functional squat. So again, tall through the torso, chest is open, core is tight, butt goes back like you're going to sit in a chair, and then you're standing back up. Okay? So into a squat and back up. You're touching here for balance. You're not leaning forward. You're just using this to make sure that you maintain good balance as you bend your knees. As you feel better about this and more confident, you can bend your knees deeper. That's how we're going to progress through the squat. Working our hips. We want to do hip extension to work our backside glutes and hamstrings. So we're going to stand on a slightly bent knee. You never want to stand on a knee that's locked out. It puts too much pressure through the joint. So if the knee is slightly bent, we're standing tall, and you're kicking the heels straight back, holding for a count of 2, and then setting it right down into your starting position. Kicking it back, setting it down. You'll notice here that there's a natural stopping point that happens at my hip. If I try to go past that, I'll end up arching my back. You don't want to do that. You want to make sure that your core is tight, and when you hit the end point, you stop. You don't try to force any more motion than that. You should feel a contraction in your glute. You should also feel that your hamstring is working. To work the outside of our hips, we can stand again on a slightly bent knee, touching for support, tall through our center, tight at our core. Our toe needs to point forward, and we're going to swing the leg out to the side. As the leg goes out to the side, it's the same principle. You'll feel that there's a natural place where your hip ends in its range of motion. Don't force past that. If we do, we end up trying to crunch, we end up leaning. We don't want either of those 2 things to happen. So you're staying tall through your center, leg swings out to the side. A good place to begin is to do this circuit, doing 10 of each of the exercises. So 10 heel raises, 10 mini squats or functional squats, 10 on each leg of the hip extensions, and 10 hip abduction, leg swinging out to the side. As you progress and as you feel comfortable, you can either intensify those exercises or add more repetition. 3 sets of 10 is a good place to aim towards getting to. Start with 1 set of 10 on each exercise. Aim to progression of getting to 3 sets of 10. When you go through this progression, you'll feel like you're hitting a lot of major muscle groups in your legs. It's a good place to begin for a leg strengthening exercise routine.